Hey guys, this is Shane Guns with 365 Radio Network. I'm sitting here tonight with Awaiting Daylight. What's going on, guys?
Good. What's up?
So let's introduce the band, go around, tell us who you are and what your role is.
My name is Nisa. I am the singer of the band.
The singer. I'm Justin. I'm the guitar player, lead guitar player, and lead guitar player.
Matt, future drums, hopefully, if everything works out.
I'm Travis, and I play bass.
Very cool. Just so everyone knows, Matthew is trying out for the band currently, so hopefully he works out, sticks around. So, Nisa, as the lead singer of the band, what are your influences as a lead vocalist?
I take a lot of influence from a bunch of different people. Like some I'll take from, like Sia, for example, is a huge influence lyrically.
Okay.
I love the way she writes her lyrics and the way she comes across when she sings. Vocally, I'd have to go with Kelly Clarkson, Carrie Underwood. I love their style of singing, so I think those are the main ones, but I take a lot of different influences from everyone.
And what are some of your influences as a member of the band?
As a guitarist, I grew up with Metallica and Megadeth and Van Halen and all of that type of stuff, that crazy guitar stuff. And then I kind of moved on to more instrumental stuff like Andy Timmons and Joe Satriani, Paul Gilbert. And they've kind of really influenced my playing for the most part. But on the other end of the spectrum, there's bands that Nisa has actually introduced me to, like Nothing More, and I've also listened to like Breaking Benjamin and bands that are more well-rounded and not just guitar-based. And I'm kind of all over the place when it comes to influences, but those are just a few names to throw out there.
That's good. It doesn't serve a band well for their guitarist or any member of the band to be just stuck in one genre.
Yeah.
You need to be well-rounded. And like I've always said, if you can pull off Funk 49, you pretty much got it. So Matthew, as the aspiring drummer, what are your influences?
I would like to take a lot of part in, after the drummer passed away, the Rev from Avenged Sevenfold. He was part of the reasons why I actually picked up the drum set as an instrument. Another band I would probably like to go along with would probably be stuff like Breaking Benjamin, Bring the Horizon, My Chemical Romance, everything in between. Slipknot's coming up there. I'm really starting to be a big fan of Slipknot, especially now with their new album. It's pretty good. Anything hard, anything mainstream, I guess you could say, what people say these days, is more or less well listened to. It's a little tighter than most of these guys, but it's what I hang around with.
Very cool. So, as the bass player is the low end of the band, what are your influences?
First influence that really got me interested in bass is probably Muse. They have a lot of really driving, but at the same time kind of groovy bass lines that drive a lot of their songs. And as I got playing, I got into bands like Tool and Tesseract. They're kind of more progressive metal, but a little groovy, kind of percussive, rub it in with the drums a little more. So I try and emulate that in my playing these days.
Right. So, how did you guys get your start as Awaiting Daylight?
Well, I was working with Travis at the time, and he and I, we meshed really well together, personality-wise, and he told me that he played bass, and I was like, hey, let's get together and jam sometime. And he was like, okay, cool. And then we found Justin on YouTube from a while back, and
They kind of stalked me a little bit.
but we contacted him on Facebook, and we were just like, hey, I'm gonna start a band. You want to join in?
I think it was within the first week of me creating a Facebook account, your mother messaged me for you, saying, hey, we're gonna make a band, let's meet at Starbucks.
Let's do it.
I don't know how you know me. Facebook thing is amazing.
Yeah,
but okay.
Yeah, that's kind of how that started. And
Right.
then Matthew came in, of course.
Right.
So, yeah.
Awesome. So, I know I have one song that you guys sent me a couple weeks ago, and I played it on my show. And so let's talk about that song and where it came to be and what the inspiration behind it was.
I mean, the inspiration behind it was from multiple experiences that I think not only that I've been through, but I think a lot of other girls have been through, where you can trust a friend or whatever, and they'll kind of go behind your back and backstab you a little
Right.
bit, that kind of thing. And that's basically what the song is about. It's just about backstabbing, you know. I think it was Justin and Travis who came up with the instrumentals first, and then I came in with the lyrics and the melody.
Right.
I didn't know where I was going when I first wrote the verse. I was like, I have no idea where this is going, but I'm just gonna go for it anyway. And so I just
Right.
like ran through it. It came together really well in my opinion. So
The perils of meeting at Starbucks. So when you have an idea for a song, I mean, who has the idea, or is it a collaborative effort, or does somebody come in and
It's interesting because often Travis and I will come together and we'll kind of swap ideas. I mean, we have a couple songs, No More included, that I kind of came up with on my own. And Travis would come in and he said he didn't like something, and it was for the better, you know.
Right.
He
Just kind of cut and paste, take some stuff out, move it to a different spot, and
Right.
figure it out. And then Nisa came in and was like, "Ooh, I like this," and showed us her melodies for verses and choruses. And
Right.
this song just kind of built itself.
But other times, Nisa sent me little audio files on her phone to me, and she's like, "Oh, this is an idea for a song. Let's make this a song."
Right.
We have a song called "Don't Let Go,"
Right.
and she sent me the vocal line for that, and I made a rough, I guess, draft of guitar of what I heard in my head going
Right.
behind her vocals, and we just went off of that.
Right.
So there's not like a set pattern to it, but
we all are very creative in our own ways.
Right.
Yeah.
And we like to each kind of come in and show that creative
Right.
side of ourselves.
And luckily,
Real
Go ahead.
flexible writing process.
Yes,
Right.
very.
luckily none of us are hard asses or rude
None of us have
when
big
we're
egos.
Very,
Right.
very collaborative.
Right. Exactly. So when you have a song idea and you kind of put it together, and then you come in and write the lyrics for it, what's is it that you do to kind of put together the lyrics with what's going on?
It's hard. I don't even know how I do it sometimes because it's just it happens so quickly.
staying up late.
Yeah, and honestly that's what it is. Like I wrote "Don't Let Go" like that. The melody of "Don't Let Go" was in a dream of
Right.
mine, and I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I instantly went to my phone and recorded what I had remembered from it.
Right.
So it kind of depends. I mean, "Fool" and "Don't Let Go" came so naturally because I think that I had kind of already had the idea of
Right.
what I was going to write.
Right.
While the other four, remember "Fading Away" was such a hard song to write too. I was sitting there at my computer at like, I think it was like 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, I have no idea what to write with the song, which ended up kind of coming together and ended up being a beautiful song.
Right.
So I'm very proud of that. But I just kind of have like a set topic on what I want to write about
Right.
before I go into writing.
Right.
And sometimes it'll be from personal experience. Sometimes I'll see it on the news,
Right.
and that will kind of push me to write something about that. But yeah, I mean that's just kind of my way of writing.
Awesome. So you guys have an EP out, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Have you had? I know. I think we talked about. One of us talked about the EP release. Has that happened yet?
It's
No,
not.
not unfortunately.
Well, when it is released and you're ready to put some more music out there, we'll gladly put it on the station and get it rotated. So that's not a
Awesome.
problem.
Thank you.
So, where can my listeners find your music?
Everywhere. Spotify is a big one. iTunes, Reverb Nation.
We have
our own website.
Right.
Yes, our own website has all of them. I know it's on Apple Music as well, so you can go on there. Amazon. I'm pretty sure YouTube. So yeah, I mean just literally anywhere
Everywhere.
you can find it.
We also sell CDs at our shows.
Yes, we do.
So, what have your experiences been since you've been together playing in the Dallas-Fort Worth area?
Pleasant. It's interesting because every single show you kind of learn something new.
Right.
So you put it under your belt and you're like, okay, next time I'll remember that. But I liked playing all of our shows that we've played because you know, whether there's 5 people in a room or 50 or 100, like you always end up gaining a fan out of it, and that's just what I love. It's just
Right.
meeting
Well,
people.
I know actually for me, I was actually searching music myself on Facebook, and you guys came up, and I thought, okay, I don't necessarily like the new stuff, but I thought I'm gonna give it a chance. You were trying. I clicked on it. The first song I heard, it was No More, I believe it was. And I was like, I'm blown away. This is good stuff. You know, and so I thought instantly we got to pick these guys up, get them on the air, and get an interview and get things going. So, you know, I hope that your fan base grows and continues to do so, because you guys have a sound that's familiar with the younger crowd, and even with us old hats. You know, we like this stuff too. And proof in the pudding is here we are sitting here today, you know, doing this. Your stuff is on the air, and you go on our page for promotion as well. So that'll be pretty awesome. So, is there anything else you guys have coming out in the near future?
I'd say, I don't know. It's hard to put dates on things.
We have lots of shows. We have the 16th, I believe, coming up.
16th of March.
Of March, yes, I'm sorry, of March.
Okay.
We have the 30th of April coming
Also
up
the 8th
as
of
well.
April
The
we have
8th.
one.
But I think that's what we have so
Where
far.
are these shows at?
Where are they?
April 30th is at the Curtain Club. The 8th is at RBC, and the 16th.
It's a place called Wits End in
Wits
Yes.
End. Yes. Wits End. I think you'll like Wits End. If
Yeah.
you've never played
I've
there,
never
We've
heard
never
of
played
it,
there,
so
no.
I'm
You'll
looking
like
forward
it.
to I
Trust
like
me.
playing at a new place.
yeah, you'll like Wits End. I promise you. With good sound, good stage, it's a good place to play.
Good to hear.
And if you play on the right night, you might get a really good crowd. You know, you never know. You know, so very cool. So, where have you guys played MDFW so far?
Oh boy.
We played The Door, we played Liquid Lounge, Curtain Club, Boiler Room, House of Blues, there's RBC, Rock 101 Grill, and Grover's we've also played. Am I missing any?
I mean, there's places outside of Dallas that we've played to. We played in Houston and Lubbock. Memphis. We went to Memphis
Wow.
back in November.
Very
The
cool.
Hard
We
Rock.
played at the Hard Rock Cafe.
One of our early big shows was at Whiskey A Go Go in LA.
Oh yes.
Really? You guys played? Wow.
Yes.
That's impressive.
And I think we were
About a
together
year
for
ago.
what, 5 months? Like we weren't even together for that long.
Wow.
It was
Yeah.
crazy. We were like, okay.
We also drove.
Yeah,
Oh, yes, we
our
drove.
Flights got
Oh.
canceled the day of, so we had to drive.
Awesome.
It's
They
fun
were-
to think back to. Honestly,
Right.
it's
Pretty cool.
yeah.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, you're the first band that I've interviewed in the last 4 years I've been doing this. Have just played the Whiskey A Go Go. So, kudos
awesome.
to you. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, is there any new music that you're working on?
We're starting to write
Yeah.
right now for a new release, and that probably won't come out until like year and a half.
That's what I was about to
maybe.
say. I'd say it'd be safe to say a year, maybe year and a half, only because it's important to play the stuff you have first, maybe play some new stuff during these shows
Right.
and tease it and get people interested, and get your name out a little bit
Right.
just before you release something that, you know, might not be, I guess, super popular if you don't have a following.
Right.
So the goal is to, you know, build our following, build our fan base, write music along the way, and then
Right.
something that's kick-ass.
Right. Exactly. So, okay, guys. Well, we're going to wrap up this portion of the interview, but I would like to come back when there's new stuff out and revisit again. See how things are going. So you can get us some new music so we can put on the station and everything like that. But again, I greatly appreciate this opportunity, guys, and we look forward to what's coming up this year, and we look forward to another visit.
All right.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. All right.